Hello, everybody, and welcome. We gather here today at our digital campfire to witness people fumble the bag over and over and over with Reddit's classics. Oh, and we're diving straight into the deep end of what in the Walmart fever dream are we doing? First up, oh my god, we got a man who just cannot stop doing magic no matter what the circumstances. He literally does not care about the scenery, even if it is involving intimacy. And then we got a guy who literally is like, toilets? Overrated. Where's your cast litter box? Where is it? Then we have a woman who thinks just a pinch of felony for flavoring when it comes to her boyfriend's boba tea. She put a little extra recipe in there that, no. Instant breakup. You'll find out. It's a very selfish thing that this woman decided to do. And then we had a controlling mother-in-law. You know the type. She's basically planning her own wedding, her own bachelor party for her daughter, and her daughter has no effing spine. And then last but not least, this poor woman. She had full faith in her boyfriend. She was really excited about something that she found. And she was talking about it for weeks and weeks and weeks. And she had a very, very unpleasant surprise at her own birthday party. So stay tuned. Stay awake. Stay till the end. I promise. It's worth it. I promise. Just stay and let's go. I, 24 female, want to break up with my magician boyfriend, 27 male, due to his inappropriate magic trick. My boyfriend, 27 male, and I, 24 female, have been together for 1 year and 3 months. Our relationship has been very loving, but has started to get bumpy ever since we moved in together for our 1 year anniversary. A little backstory. I'm in college right now, pursuing my master's degree in archaeology, while also working as a library clerk to earn money, whereas my boyfriend works as a magician for parties and events. Despite our different career paths, I've never had a problem with his career choice because it makes him happy. He has always found a way to make every day magical, which has been sweet. About 9-ish months into our relationship, I had the opportunity to go on a 2-month archaeological excavation in another country for school. Despite us becoming long distance, he had no problem with me going, and he was very happy for me. He would send me gifts, letters, and he even sent things for my colleagues in order to brighten up their day. While we were doing long distance, we made plans to move into an apartment when I got back due to how much we missed each other. And a few days later after I returned, we moved in together, which has been awful so far. Before living together, we would see each other a few times a week due to my busy schedule. But now that we live together, we see each other all the time. And he has started doing magic all the time. He will make my keys disappear as I'm trying to go to work or school. He tries to practice his card tricks on me while I'm doing homework. He makes the cleaning rag vanish when I ask him to clean. And he has recently done something that makes me want to end the relationship. I have never been in this serious of a relationship before, so I don't want to throw our loving relationship away just because of these bad few moments. Last month we were getting steamy and he went down on me, which isn't unusual. While he was going on me, he was saying some dirty talk here and there. I was lost in the moment for obvious reasons, but I snapped out of it when he said, "Oh, how did that get there?" And I watched him pull a coin from my crotch. He found the coin moment hilarious, but it just took me out of the moment and instantly made me annoyed, so we stopped. Later, I told him that him doing the magic in the bedroom made me literally dry up, so I asked him to keep that kind of magic out of the bedroom. He explained to me that he was trying to make me laugh, have fun, and he didn't apologize for it. I talked with some of my friends about it, and they thought it was funny, so I figured that I was overreacting and needed to lighten up a bit. But he didn't do any magic tricks in the bedroom for the next few weeks. However, 4 days ago, we were having, and he suddenly started to yell, "Ow!" So I quickly got off of him and was asking what was wrong. He tells me, "I think there's something in you. Let me check." I laid on the bed like I was at the goddamn gyno because I trusted that if something was wrong that he would find it. Oh gosh, I'm scared. After like 2 minutes, he says, "Oh, here it is." And I watched as he was pulling up a long ribbon thing that kept going and going and going. It took a second for me to realize that it was one of his magic tools that he had purposely put in me while he was checking to see what he felt. He found it hilarious and couldn't stop laughing while he was pulling the string more and more. I ripped the thing out while doing it and yelled at him for doing another magic trick like that, even though I told him not to. He told me that he was just adding more fun to our sex life and that he wanted to see what the magic trick would look like if it was coming from a crotch. The original magic trick involves putting the coin thing in your mouth and pulling out the plastic string for a while. I was pissed off, so I made him go stay at his parents' house for a few days. This morning, I talked with him some more, but he still thinks that it's not a big deal. I get that he's a magician and that he loves magic, but I'm still upset about him breaking that boundary I had set. I'm fine with his magic tricks 85% of the time, but is where I draw the line. I am demisexual, so I need to have a strong, trusting, and close relationship with someone before I can even think about having sex with them. So him breaking my boundary has really hurt me and I've lost my trust in him. However, I have talked to him about the situation, says that what he did was hilarious. And I have been told by multiple people that I'm overreacting, which is why I decided to go to Reddit. We have built a strong relationship and I really saw myself marrying him one day. I fully trusted him and now I don't know if I ever can again. Should we break up? Or can we fix this and stay together? I'm lost, so I'd appreciate any advice. Thanks. This is hilarious. I don't know if you're overreacting. I mean, this is a boundary for you, and I think boundaries really need to be taken serious. I mean, God, this is so freaking funny. I don't know that I would be mad, but it definitely changes the moment. I'd probably be laughing hysterically and then we'd just get back to business. But the way that I'm thinking about it, you guys, is kind of, I'm really into taxidermy, okay? And I know this is a completely different ball game. I don't know if it's even relevant. But I just can't even imagine. We're in the middle of doing stuff. And then all of a sudden, I pull out a rat that I just got. And I'm like, babe, look at this rat I just got. Isn't he so cute? And it's like the funniest rat you've ever seen in your life. It's like a stripper rat or a rat playing poker or something. I love taxidermy of them doing stupid shit. I love it so much. But I guess if I were to compare it to my job, it would be highly inappropriate because I assist in surgery. It'd be like me joking around and putting sterile drapes around my man's member. And it'd be like, oh, look, I thought it'd be funny to act like I'm doing surgery on your Peter. I don't know. For this, though, I think it's really funny. I do think maybe you are overreacting, but also this is a boundary, so maybe not. You know what I mean? I'm kind of on the fence about this. I will say, if you are kind of a sourpuss, you like to just have a lot of vinegar in your life, you may be a little stuck up, because I would start cracking up. I would be laughing so hard, and then it would make the moment even better, because laughing during this kind of intimate setting is top tier. Can't be matched. Just saying. Anyways, commenter, this feels like an episode of Arrested Development. Commenter, they're illusions, Michael. Oh man, I love Arrested Development. Commenter, the Alliance of Magicians is not going to be happy about this.
You need to take your magician skills seriously, sir. You need to take them serious. You're making a mockery out of this.
Commoner, the magic is gone. It's time for you to disappear. Yeah. I mean, maybe, because like I said, I would find this hilarious. I wouldn't let it ruin the moment and make him go stay with his parents. I think that's such an overreaction. I mean, he loves this. This is fun. I don't get it. Commenter, what makes it more funny to me is that they generally believe the rope is in there and not the palm of the hand or whatever. He put it up there. What? He wanted a realistic trick. He could do it, so why not do it? You know, of course, there's people being like, this is fake. This is so fake. I see this as being a very real thing. I think y'all are just hating on, you're drinking the haterade, and you can't even fathom having a man this fun. Anyways. Am I overreacting? Guy I'm seeing peed in my... Hello, everyone. Hello, OP. I'm in quite the situation. I have been seeing this guy for about 2-ish weeks. Things were going incredibly well. It felt like he was checking all the boxes. Felt very comfortable around him, etc. About the 5th time seeing him, we spent nearly the whole day together, and we were walking back to my apartment. I expressed I had to pee, so once we got in my apartment, I went straight to the bathroom. He went into my bedroom to wait. I was there for maybe 2 minutes max, and I walk into the room. That's where I saw him zipping up his fly. Standing over my cat's litter box, I shouted, "What are you doing?" And he said he had to use the bathroom really bad. So I told him it's open. I walked over to my cat's litter box and saw the entire thing filled with urine, splashed up on the sides and everything, like it was certainly not my cat's urine. He was in the bathroom for quite some time. When he walked back into my room, I told him he needed to clean it. He had obviously never cleaned a litter box before, which is fine. He doesn't have pets, so I took over and ended up cleaning it myself. He explained that night before he left that he was sorry and that he just really had to go. Also, that he wasn't sure why he did it. The next day I texted him and expressed that I didn't want to see him anymore, as this was all just too uncomfortable for me. He sent a very long apology, showing regret and that he really wants to keep seeing me as he feels things were going so well. He also told me that he has booked a urologist appointment to figure out what's going on. Bitch, please. Some things to keep in mind. No, he was not drunk. He had, I think, 3 or 4 White Claws the whole day and is extremely tall. I mean, being tall has nothing to do with your tolerance, but anyways. I'm meeting up with him soon to discuss the situation and to hear what he has to say, as he wanted to express some things to me in person. There's an update there. Don't read it. I would not keep seeing him. For one, what? Okay, so he pissed all over the litter box. It's not like he aimed for the litter where the piss goes. He literally just pissed all over the plastic. He didn't clean it up. I'm sorry, but cleaning a litter box is pretty self-explanatory. If you can't figure out that, hey, I really need you to clean the piss off the pee that you put all over my cat's litter box that now she may not pee in because it smells of you. Take the litter out and wipe it down. Something. And the fact that it was completely full, my guy, why don't you just take a dump in it while you're at it? Who does that? I could understand. Being intoxicated is never an excuse, but I'll give you a little leniency. If he was so drunk, absolutely inebriated, I'd understand. But now, my big gripe about this, he comes back and says, "Oh, I'm gonna make an appointment with my urologist." No, this is plausible deniability. This is not taking accountability. No, because we may be able to get past this litter box thing, talk it out. We figure out why the fuck you had the audacity. But the fact, one, you didn't clean it up. You didn't figure out how to clean it up. 2, you're now making excuses. Oh, well, I just don't know how to hold my pee. I'm making an appointment. Please forgive me. I'm trying to figure out the root cause. This is excuses. This is cop out. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Because this, for me, is a glimpse into not taking accountability. I would just be like, hey, you know what? I really had to go. I couldn't wait any longer. So I did have 4 White Claws. I had to really go. I mean, honestly, I would have rather you hiked your ass outside and peed on the sidewalk if you really had to go that bad. In my cat's litter box, my question, would he have held it given you didn't have a litter box? Would he just pissed on your floor? On my deck, I have these grass things for my dogs. Because, you know, I live in the middle of the woods. There's everything, okay? So sometimes it's better for them to just stay on the deck. And so if somebody walked out and went piss on one of these grass things, I'd be fucking pissed. Because one, ew, I know that my dogs go to the bathroom on them. But this could make it so they don't want to go to the bathroom on this anymore. Your scent has tainted their potty area. I hate this. I would not be with somebody like this. I may be able to get past it if there wasn't this, oh, pity me, I have to see a urologist, I couldn't hold it. Sorry. Commenter, excerpt from story. It felt like he was checking all the boxes. Guess he wanted to check the litter box as well. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Commenter, there was a lot of expressing and not a whole lot of get the hell out of my house. What the yeah. OP responded, laugh my ass off. I didn't even realize how many times I said expressed until I reread it. Honestly, I read it and I didn't hear it, so whoops. Commenter, why was he still with you that night? As soon as you saw him do that, you should have told him to leave. The bar is in hell. Exactly. I would have been like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Commenter, yeah, I have a friend who will go for fresh out of prison men out of desperation. But even she said no sex is worth pee in your cat box level. I concur. Oh, let's read this one. Commenter, him being so bad at cleaning the litter box sounds like weaponized incompetence. It's not that hard to figure out unless he was in fact much more drunk than OP thinks, but I doubt it. OP, do you want to be cleaning up after P-Man for this entire relationship? Gross bodily messes included. That's the thing. That's the thing I was trying to come up with. Weaponized incompetence. Because that's like saying you don't know how to wash a dish. Do you not wipe your ass when you go to the bathroom? Figure it out. Update. After reading through many comments, I decided it's probably best I don't meet with him. There's been valid points for either option of not meeting with him, but I feel there's nothing he can explain to make me want to stick around. Also, guys, this is not fake or AI. It's a crazy situation though, LOL. Also, my cat has been doing fine. I bought a new litter box. Oh man. Tisk, 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 tisk. Good for you, OP. Stand your ground. I'm glad you came to Reddit because people have lost their marbles. They really, really have. I don't know what the hell is up with people. I'll tell you what. All right, so our next one is a text thread. Am I overreacting? Girlfriend put Viagra in my drink without telling me. We're going to read what OP has to say about this, and then we'll go to the text thread. This happened a while ago, but it still deeply bothers me. I've talked to a handful of my friends about it, and their response is, dude, you must be gay, or you lucky dog. What's the problem? So for context, my now ex-girlfriend and I are both law enforcement for the same department. I work nights, she works days, so our schedules were kind of hectic sometimes. She came to my apartment one night, and when I got home, she put a boba tea in my hand and told me to drink it. I'm not a fan of boba, so I told her, thank you, that was sweet, but I'd rather have something else. She acted really disappointed and was being very adamant that I should drink it. I didn't want to make her feel bad since I thought she was just trying to do something nice for me, so I took a few sips and set it down. She picked it up off the counter, put it back in my hand, and said, you need to drink all of it. Oh, that would be raising red flags for me. I told her, fine. We went to go lay down and watch a movie where I set the cup on my nightstand and didn't touch it again. We ended up having sex a few times, and at some point I got up and went to the kitchen to grab a drink. When I opened my trash can to throw something away, I saw a medication blister pack sitting on top of the garbage. At first, I didn't think anything of it, but then I remember how adamant she was about me finishing that drink, and everything started to click. I picked it up, and sure enough, it was a Viagra packaging. I immediately got this overwhelming feeling of being violated. I didn't know what to say, and I was honestly pretty hurt. So, not wanting to let my immediate emotions lead me into saying something I would regret, I held my tongue and went to bed. The next day, she texted me saying I seemed off, and I decided to confront her by asking about the drink. She initially denied it all, but when I sent her a picture of the wrapper, she just responded with emoji kissing face heart, as if it was some cute romantic act. It turned into a huge argument because she just couldn't comprehend why this was bothering me so much, saying it's basically just vitamins, and that she originally got the idea from an episode of Bob's Burgers. But what finally sent me over the edge was the text above, where she thought that I was mad because I was emasculated, and that her and her roommate, who was also a police officer, came up with the whole plan while I was at work because I had told her how busy my day was and how I couldn't wait to just lay down. And since she was worried I'd be too tired to have sex, her roommate's boyfriend gave her the pill. Oh Lord, leave this woman. I tried to further explain my point by trying to reverse it and explain that if I had done something similar to her and she reported it to PSU, professional standards, which is just another way of saying internal affairs, I would have been fired and most likely arrested. Her response was basically just saying, well, I would never report it, which I took as her beginning to get scared and trying to convince me not to. Our relationship ended soon after. When on a trip to Peru, a doctor used a guinea pig to absorb negative energy from her before sacrificing it to rid her of the negativity. Oh God, this girl is crazy. And apparently the doctor told her the guinea pig said that I was a source of negativity in her life, so she broke up with me. I wish I was making this up, but that's a story for another post. Anyhow, am I overreacting for letting this turn into such a big problem, or she was genuinely trying to make a romantic gesture? Before I read this text thread, giving anybody medication, vitamins, even ibuprofen, you need to check with them, especially Viagra. Viagra can give you a heart attack. Who knows if he's on any other medication that would mix badly with this? This is such a bad plan. This is so not okay. You don't do this. It was for a selfish reason. Oh my God, he's so tired. But you know what? I'm kind of, I need to be serviced. So Viagra it is. This is so illegal. And for your friends to be like, you lucky dog, you must be gay, blah, 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 blah. You need to kick them all to the curb. Clean house. You should have broke up with her because everything you just said is such, I'm not even kidding. If somebody even slipped me a garlic pill, we're going to have a conversation. Not okay. In Viagra, there are so many adverse side effects. She could have given you a heart attack. This is not cool. Let's read the text thread. You don't understand how much I feel. I am very effing empathetic. Even when I don't agree with your point of view, I understand it. I know you felt emasculated and hurt I put something in your drink. That was wrong of me. Even if it wasn't vitamins, I should have not done it. I honestly cave in and was talking to blank about seeing you that day and how tired you were probably going to be, and her boyfriend overheard, and long story short, they gave me that package. They told me to crush it and put it in your drink, and I did. Those are some toxic friends. Oh my God. He responds, it's okay. I forgive you for valuing sex more than my feelings that night. Hell yeah, OP. Hell yeah. She says, I didn't value sex more than your feelings. You didn't drink it and we had sex a couple times and I stopped initiating it. He responds, no, that's exactly what you did. The fact that I didn't drink it is irrelevant. You absolutely had no idea how effed up that was and are just now apologizing for it. If I had done that to you and you went to PSU, I'd be fired and in jail right now. She responds, I would have never gone to PSU. So the emasculating thing really pisses me off because just because she gave you Viagra, I mean, because you were going to be tired. That doesn't mean that my member just stops working because I'm tired. That means I'm exhausted. I need to go to bed. And now you're going to give me something that's going to pump up my blood pressure and make me do stuff with you? If this was a man who did this to a woman, she would be yelling sexual. It's grape. 100% across the board. She'd be like, I can't believe you did this to me. You forced me into having intercourse with you. Blah, 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 blah. 100%. But because the roles are reversed, she can't take responsibility. She's a piece of shit. And you should have left her before she left you. And the guinea pig shit, what the hell is even that? She went and got a guinea pig sacrificed and they said, you're the problem? This bitch is out to lunch. She is absolutely insane. She probably would have ended up ending your life. Oh my God. Looney Tune ass behavior. Commenter, I can't understand why people think that Viagra makes you horny. It has nothing to do with your sex drive. It just helps stimulate and maintain blood flow. If you're not, you still have a zero trigger to get a erection. Viagra only makes it easier to get and maintain a erection. It doesn't cause the erection. All of that being said, it's still a terrible idea to give someone medication that they haven't been prescribed. Medications can cause reactions with food and other meds. People have allergies and sensitivities. It's a fucking stupid idea. The other red flag was that she put it in your drink that you don't even like. It sounds like she had zero regard for you all around. Yeah, she just needed to get her rocks off. She didn't care how she did it. Piece of shit. Commenter, yeah, Viagra can be very dangerous, even life-threatening, if taken unknowingly. It's just wrong and horribly stupid. What OP's ex did definitely should be illegal, but apparently not. Crazy. No, I'm pretty sure giving anybody unsolicited medication is illegal, but maybe not everywhere. Commenter, you're not overreacting. If a male friend of yours or a male family member came to you saying their girlfriend did this, how would you react to it? What advice would you give them? It just isn't right or okay, dude. I think it is a proper reaction that she is now your ex because what she did was just plain wrong. She could have communicated with you about potentially taking it in the future instead of slipping it into your drink. Edit, isn't this a form of assault? You would know better than me while working in law enforcement. OP responded, the thing is, the way the law is written in my state, it's gender specific. When I did report it, she resigned. But after consulting with prosecutors and magistrates and poring over the verbiage of the law for my state, we came to the realization that as a man, I cannot be a victim of any type of date. That is insane and not okay. God dang it. Commenter, I think the only solace from this is that you got that nut job out of law enforcement. A mindset like that cannot be trusted to help people. OP responded, she managed to get hired by another agency, even in the same county, even with the investigation being in her file. I've said it a few times on this post, but I think it's worth mentioning again. I completely understand why people hate cops when someone like her can still get a job as one after this incident. It's disgusting. Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people seem to forget or just decide to not recognize. With every single thing, there's good and bad. I have worked with incredible surgeons, very nice surgeons. I have worked with scum of the earth surgeons. I have seen good doctors. I have seen bad doctors. There is bad cops. There is good cops. There is good and bad in everything. I mean, even in food service, you see people spitting on people's food. You see them literally tampering with food. There's good and bad in every single profession. There's good and bad in everything, everywhere. There's bad friends, there's good friends, there's bad boyfriends, there's good boyfriends, there's the list goes on and on. So this is a since deleted, so I have a screenshot. My mom ruined my wedding. Now she wants to ruin my bachelorette. I, 28 female, am getting married in a month to my lovely fiance, 25 male. We got engaged about a year ago in Italy, just the two of us, and it was perfect. We told our families through FaceTime, and they were so happy. Little did I know that shit will hit the fan the day we got back. The moment we came home, my mom set us on the kitchen table. We live in the same house, which is usual in my country, and started asking questions for the wedding planning and everything. We wanted to enjoy the engagement phase first and not rush with the wedding plans. But this woman, she is like on wedding steroids. Fast forward to this month, our wedding is nothing like we wanted. We are having a big fancy wedding with guests we don't even know. All the Pinterest inspo is an active part of every piece of decoration, down to the shiny car with flowers on it. I hate it. Everything is over the top. I couldn't even choose my own wedding dress. My mother chose a sparkling expensive dress for me, which she loves and I hate. Thank you very much, Mom. At the beginning, I tried reasoning with her. I've said, I don't want this, like a gazillion times. I am a voice in the void. Then we started fighting over the things she wants and we don't. It started getting so bad that one night I had a full-blown panic attack for 2 hours. 2 hours. My face was paralyzed for 2 freaking hours. I was puking and turning blue. I generally thought that I will suffer major consequences from it. I recovered, thank God. It took me 2 weeks of rest and medication. After this incident, I came to the conclusion that my sanity is more important than my wedding. So now me and my fiance are guests to my mother's dream wedding. I've made my peace with it, but today I learned that she infiltrated my bachelorette party, which I made clear to her and all of my friends is off limits to her. Well, guess what? Mama wants, mama gets. She is not even invited to it. I learned she bought gifts to all of the guests, clothes for the bachelorette and jewels for everyone, perfumes, and that she is going to gift them. The fuck? I feel so dumb. I've been making DIY necklaces for my friends for a month. I had to learn how to make stupid necklaces and I was so proud. They were personal for each friend. Now I feel so cheap and silly with my stupid pendant compared to her gifts. And to be clear, everything was kept a secret. I wouldn't know anything about it if my sister didn't tell me. On top of that, I told my friends that I want the bachelorette to be close to home because I can't drive for a long time and I don't see shit in the evening. I have bad astigmatism and I, for the love of God, cannot drive in the evening. Behold, my bachelorette is in another country. Oh my God. A 6-hour drive from home and the earliest I can go from home is 5 p.m. I will be there at midnight and I will pray to get there alive. Why would you ask? Because my mother likes the villa there and she booked it. I hate her. I hate the wedding. I am so disappointed in my friends and family for siding with her and not listening to our preferences. And well, I needed to vent because my fiance is the only one who hears how I feel for the last year. Thanks for reading. Just don't go to the wedding. Just don't go to the bachelorette party. If this was me, I would be like, okay, Mom, I want to thank you for planning your wedding and your bachelorette party with all of your friends and all of your family. I will be in attendance as a guest. I will be a guest. I will not be the main event. I hope it was worth it. Now, I'm assuming that this mom is probably paying for everything, and that's why you're like, well, I can't say anything. But you know what? This is a huge problem with a lot of people. Just because someone is doing a favor for you is the one forking over the money, you know what? Don't do it at all. If you're doing something for me, my input is valid. It needs to be there. This is my mother effing wedding. For most people, you only get one. I want it to be my way. And you know what? If she cannot respect that enough to step the fuck back and let you have your day, be like, okay, Mom, thank you for doing this. Thank you for putting in the work for your wedding. We're going to go elope. This is the only response you can have because people like this, they don't understand. You know, I know this feeling because it's like, well, I can't bitch because I don't know if this is the case. You didn't say whether she's paying for it or not, but I can only assume because that's the only reason that you'd be like, God, you know, I can't say anything. I know what it's like to be like, well, you know, I really can't complain. I'm not paying for it. They're doing it as a service for me, blah, 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 blah. But you can, because you can be like, you know what? I don't want you to do it at all if you're not going to do it how I want. And that's not being a brat. That's like saying, hey, I'm going to make you your wedding cake, but I'm going to make you a flavor, an ingredient that you're allergic to. But you know what? You can't say anything because I'm doing it for free. Save it. I don't want it. I can't even eat it. She's putting you in a New Year's Eve gown is what it sounds like. A party gown from 2010 for your wedding. No, I'd rather go to the courthouse. You know what? I'd rather drive to Las Vegas and get married by Elvis than do this. I'm just one of those people who I would not hold my tongue and I'm like, bitch, pump the brakes. Take a back seat. This is not your wedding. I mean, you didn't even want this to be planned yet. And she's like, oh, no, I'll handle it because this is my wedding. This is my bachelorette party. And I'd be pissed at my friends for being like, well, what's the big deal? The big deal is I'm going to die on the way to my bachelorette party. Now, I mean, there is ways to go around that. You could ride with somebody else. You could get an Uber. You could spend money you probably don't have to get there. I don't understand people like this. I really hate this. Because if you don't have a backbone, you're having your mom's wedding. You really are. Commenter. My brother's mother-in-law tried to do this. His wife had been married before at 18 for like 18 months. And her mother controlled everything. All she did was show up when she was told to. When my brother went to get married, she tried it again, and he had to sit her down and have a firm discussion that this was their wedding, and she was not controlling anything. His wife isn't as much as a pushover for her mom now. He did great work polishing her spine. Commenter. Yep, mom's getting her way because OP lets her. I get it. It's incredibly hard when you say no and they just walk past you like you don't matter. You're a prop to your mom. She doesn't actually care about you. She just wants a little girl to play dress up with. It's honestly sad. Just do what you want. Stop telling her things. Don't answer her calls. Book your own things. And when she plans things, don't show up. It feels impossible, but the motions are small. Only you can stand up for her. Honestly, I feel bad for OP's husband. His wedding is ruined by an awful mother-in-law, and OP doesn't have the backbone to stand up to her. If this was his mom, everyone would say, don't marry him. He's a mama's boy. Pathetic. It's a husband problem. Yes. OP is Delulu, and if she thinks this will end once she's married, the kids are going to end up with names her mom picked. The Christmas traditions will be organized by her. Mother's Day will be all about her. Commenter, I'm thinking mom bankrolls OP's whole life. That's what I'm thinking. Commenter, imagine this from her fiance's point of view. OP can't say no to her mother about their own wedding. If that man doesn't run now, he will regret deeply in a few years. Imagine when they have kids. That's the thing, okay? Like I said, I just wouldn't show up. I would start planning my own thing, even if I have to go the cheap route. I'm one of those people where even if I was going to get my whole life bankrolled, if it would make my life so much easier to just not fight back, I'd rather be poor and live in a box. If this was my mother, and my mother, was like paying for everything, okay? I get it. You don't want to disrespect them. You don't want to be like, Mom, back the fuck up or I'm gonna make you. I get it. But for me, oh man, I'd work 10 jobs to avoid dealing with this. I'm sorry, but if the mother holds funds hostage from OP for sticking up for herself or saying no, bye-bye. Gotta go, Mom. Not here. I would not deal with this. If I was marrying this woman who lets her mother do this, bye. I'm sorry, the wedding's off. We're not doing this. You have no backbone. Imagine if she's babysitting your children and she's like, well, I know best. I mean, I raised you. And she starts giving your kids candy before she brings them home. She starts patronizing you with your children. She starts telling you how you need to raise your children. It's a very plausible thing, very likely to happen. Mom, we gotta go. Sorry. No, that's all I gotta say about this because this is so stupid. And 100%. If this was coming from a man's point of view, everybody would be like, leave, leave, leave. Imagine what your life is going to be. But because it's a woman, everybody's like, oh my God, girl. Am I overreacting? My boyfriend gave his mother the dress I wanted for my birthday. I, 23 female, have been dating my boyfriend, 26 male, for the past 3 years. About 2 months ago, while we were out shopping, I saw this really gorgeous, amazing dress that was just perfect for me and in my favorite color. He looked at the dress and said it was beautiful, but it was rather expensive, $200. So we didn't end up getting it. For weeks after this, I would constantly talk about the dress to him and how I couldn't stop thinking about how beautiful it was and hope one day I could save to buy it since we've been budgeting a bit lately. He would hear about this dress from me all the time and talked about how great he thought it would look on me. So yesterday was my birthday, and we had a little get-together with some members of both of our families to celebrate. Except when my mother arrived to our house, she was wearing the exact dress and the exact color. I was stunned. I thought that he must have told her about it, and she went and got one, but it turns out that wasn't the case. In my surprise, I said, "Oh my God, there's no way. That's the same dress I was looking and dying for months." And she replies saying, "Oh, really? Zane, my boyfriend, gave it to me as a gift last month." Might have smoke coming from my ears. I was shocked and confused, even more so when boyfriend gave me the birthday gift he got me, and it was a gift card for Sephora for $50. For the rest of the night, I sat quietly in the corner in silence and confusion. I felt hurt and was lost in my head as to what was going on. My boyfriend and everyone was blissfully unaware and happy the entire night, and I didn't want to ruin the mood, so I started to try to put on a good face. But I can't shake this feeling of being hurt, as part of me feels like I am overreacting and acting spoiled and entitled. Am I? Just need to know if I need to calm down and not be upset about this. Okay, there's 2 updates. I hope you didn't see it. Are they banging? Are your mom and your boyfriend banging? Oh my God, I hope not. Oh my God. Ugh. What is this? Oh my. I hate this. No, you are not overreacting. You're not. This man hates you. He hates you. He kept this a secret. Why did he not say, "Oh, well, babe, you ain't gotta worry about it. I gave it to your mom. It's not in the store anymore. I gave it to your mom already"? He hates you. He probably got off on the fact you were gonna see this on your birthday, on your mother's body. Tis, 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 tis. I hope this update is like, "I fucking left his stupid ass." That's what I hope, but it's probably not the case. Probably like, "Oh, well, we actually got pregnant. We like tried for a kid that night, and yeah." That's typically how these Reddit stories go. I didn't leave him. I actually decided to double down. We got married, had a kid, and don't listen to any advice on here ever. Let's read the comments before the update. Commenter: "Babe, there's no way a 26-year-old man is this oblivious. He's treating you like dirt. It's not about the dollar value of your birthday present. It's that it was just a gift card with zero thought. Then for him to know how much you've been banging on about this dress and to randomly buy it for his mother is beyond strange." Oh, it's his mother. I mean, still, they could be banging. I've read stories like that, so... You are 23. Just quietly end the relationship. You don't even need to cite this as the reason. He and his mom will gaslight you anyways. Just say you don't feel the same and are ending it. Don't say more. Absolutely not. Say it's over the dress. Tell him like it is. Also, this may not be the case, but when it comes to abusive men or abusive women, they like to do this thing, which this kind of is raising alarm bells that this is what this is. They like to throw things in here and there to see what they can get away with. They're like, "Oh, let's try this. Let's try this." And they see how much you'll tolerate. You're kind of setting the precedence of how this man should treat you. So you being like, "Oh, well, maybe I'm overreacting," and kind of pushing down your feelings and negating exactly how you should respond, this is going to get worse. If you do not say that you left this man, this is only going to escalate. For me, the first sign that he's moving towards either emotionally or physically abuse. And you know what? Tell me I'm a dumbass. I don't really care. I've seen it. Seen it with my own freaking 2 eyes. Commenter: he said he just wanted to see your reaction and you needed to be humble. Wait, hold on. This is part of the update. Let's go to the update. Update. I finally got the nerve to straight up ask him about everything, and his response was he thought I had to be humbled a bit because I got way too overly excited about something as trivial as a dress. Dirtbag alert. Oh, it's Piece of shit. He thought it would be fun to see my reaction to it all. His mother had no idea about any of this and just thought her son was giving her a gift. I am so upset and hurt that I just called my mom to get me, and I will be staying with her for a few days while I figure out the next steps. But I am not going back to him. Round of applause for OP. Second update. First of all, I wanted to say thank you and express my gratitude to all the people who have shown support. The kind words mean so much to me right now, and I'm sorry I can't respond to each and every comment or DM. Just know I am reading them and thank you. Me and Zane are over for good. He keeps calling me, but I won't answer, and there's nothing he can say or do to change that. I've realized and taken this as a sign of a nature he had kept hidden so well until now. Also, someone on this thread has copied and pasted my post word for word and is pretending it happened to them. I don't know why someone would want to use my pain to clout farm, but people are crazy. Here's the link. Apparently, some people are trying to donate money via Venmo to this account to buy the dress and to show support. Do not send this person money. They are fraud. Please be safe. When I'm right, I'm right. Piece of shit. He hates you. Anybody who would use this verbiage hates you. He does not like you. He does not care about you. You needed to be humbled. My guy, you needed to be humbled. He despises you. He hates to see you happy. Disgusting behavior. Good on you for leaving this fucking loser. Some people are not meant to be together, and this is a clear indication you're not meant to be together. You needed humbling. Yeah, you need my foot in your ass, actually. Commenter, I'd make sure his mom hears everything the boyfriend said to her about why he bought the mom the dress and how much OP was hoping to get it. Bet mom will have a new perspective on what a douchebag her son is. Oh shit, mom's in the comments. Mother, oh, damn it. God damn it. I got you excited. I got me excited. It's just a mother of a son. You son of a fucking bitch. Mother of a son here. Please tell this mom what her son did. Not all of us are under the assumption that our job ends when the boy turns 18, and she may be one of them. My responsibility in the legal sense ends at 18, but I'm still going to be his mom, and that involves helping them when it's needed, and this boy clearly needs help. Hell yeah, mom. Commenter, refreshing stance here. Yes, tell her. If she's a real one, she's gonna be fucking disappointed. He could have learned the behavior from his dad, and if mom was treated like that, she could be outright furious over his behavior. Not that that should make a difference in you leaving him, but maybe, just maybe, it could make a difference for any future relationships of his. Yes. And you know, a lot of people, they mimic their parents' relationship, and it's usually not a good thing because there's not very many happy couples out there anymore. And I'm going to be honest, anybody that talks about their relationship around me, it makes me utterly sick. Here's the thing, you guys. In relationships, you know, we've gotten this so backwards. It's cool for men to hate their wife and be like, oh my God, I gotta do this with my bitch this weekend. That's not how relationships are supposed to be. Let me just preference this. I love going to antique shops, to thrift stores. I love doing that. And I could spend 5 hours in one store. Now, if the person I'm with absolutely hates going to the thrift store, the antique store, I'm not going to ask them to come with me. One, it's going to hinder my time there, and I'm going to feel rushed, and I'm going to hate my experience. Two, I don't want to put them in a situation they don't want to be in. So here's my train of thought. And you know, I'm not a relationship expert. Yes, I've been in long relationships, but you're supposed to respect and love each other. You're never supposed to do things like this. I would never do something to purposely upset or humble the person I'm with. If anything, I would communicate with them like, hey, you shouldn't be this excited about a dress, which what is wrong with that? What is wrong with falling in love with a dress and wanting it and wanting to save for it? And then you had the money. This fucking loser had the money and he's like, oh, well, I'm going to buy it for my mom instead of buying it for you. If anything, you really should want to do things for your partner to see them happy. Like if anything, he should have bought this dress for her and gave it to her on her birthday. You know, that's a relationship. This makes me think, oh, you know, my girlfriend hates fish. She hates salmon. So I make sure that when I'm mad at her, I cook her salmon. What? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Yes, everybody is on OP's side. Like, this guy's an absolute train wreck. Fuck this dude. I hear people talk about their relationships and they're like, oh my God, so and so is going to be gone for a week. I'm like so excited to not be around him, to have the house to myself, which I cherish my alone time. Don't get me wrong, but I would absolutely hate to be away from my significant other for more than a day. Yeah, you could do it, but I'm not like, hell yeah, they're out of my hair. They're not going to be annoying me. They're not going to be telling me what to do. Like, if you are with a nagger, fucking leave them. If they make you miserable to be around them, fucking leave them. I've been with people where I have felt like this. I have felt like, you know what? I want to be at work longer because I don't want to go home and even see their face. You know what I mean? I don't even want to do anything special for them. Like, going on a date with them sounds like a fucking nightmare. And then I have to hear them talk about, oh, you didn't do this around the house. You know the kind of relationship I'm talking about. So I feel like most people see a healthy relationship as the nagging, annoying wife, and then the dickhead husband who has to go unload with the boys, talk shit about his wife. I'm sorry, but you're supposed to be best friends with your significant other. You guys are supposed to be buddies. I can't even fathom the thought of sitting there talking trash about my significant other. I just can't imagine it. Because here's the thing too, when you talk badly to others and you bring them into your relationship issues and you bring them into your problems, like, I understand Reddit, because with Reddit, you're anonymous and people can give a very unfiltered, unbiased opinion. But when you bring in your girls or your dudes and your relationship issues, or you bitch to them about your relationships, it's like, they're going to just throw fuel to the fire. They're going to be like, oh my God, girl, fucking leave him. Or, oh my God, she's so annoying. She's such a bitch. And then you have this new outlook. You go home and you're like, everybody thinks you're a C word. And you live on that. And of course, it's okay to talk to your friends about your relationship, but they shouldn't know every time you're having a relationship issue. You shouldn't be posting on Facebook about, oh, my boyfriend's such a fucking blah, 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 blah. Oh, my boy, my blah, 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 blah. Because I have had a friend like this where, I'm not even kidding, and she was so appalled that I didn't respect her relationship and I thought it was a joke, because every single time something would come up in her relationship, Facebook would be the first to know. Oh, my husband, my boyfriend, he's been out for 5 days on a bender. He hasn't seen his kids, blah, 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 blah. And then the next day when he comes back, they post, oh, he's back. He's apologizing, blah, 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 blah. And then you want to sit there and act like you have this poster relationship of how everybody should be. Because literally they would post pictures of them smiling. They're out to dinner. He's like writing shit on the sidewalk with chalk. And it's like, everybody, including your friends and family, doesn't need to know what goes on in your relationship. There's a reason you're in a relationship with just the two of you. There's a reason that these old couples, that grew up in a time before social media, before cell phones, before all this stuff, that their relationship worked because they didn't have a second ear to tell them what to do. They didn't have somebody poisoning their freaking mind about trivial things that really should not matter. Like, yes, a 5-day bender should 100% matter. But for me, bye. I don't care if we have kids together. You're not going to go on a 5-day bender when we have kids at home. I know it's hard and people relapse, but also you're not going to go couch surfing in another state and cheat on me and go on a bender. And then it's just crazy to me how much people share. They shouldn't share. It should be, if you have a problem in your relationship, all I'm trying to say is this. If you have a problem in your relationship, you need to open your mouth, be an adult, put your big boy pants on and communicate. Hey, I hate when you do this. Hey, maybe don't do this. Hey, maybe don't nag at me about every little thing that goes on. Maybe just open your GD mouth, use your words, and be an adult. The communication that you are spewing to your friends, to your family, open that communication with your partner. And like I said, you guys, I am not a relationship expert, but I'm also not a fucking idiot. Okay. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you for listening to my spiel. I just hear other people's perspectives on their relationship, and I'm like, why? Why are you with him? You hate them. You guys hate each other. And, maybe this is just me, but even in my 10-year-long relationship, I still showed up looking like this every day. I treat every day like it's the first day. I don't let myself go. I don't start just wearing sweats every day. I don't become a completely different person than the person that they chose to be with. I just don't understand how people are like, oh, well, I'm married, so, I can just, I'm comfortable, so I can just, show up looking my worst, my Sunday worst. I don't understand that. And this isn't me saying that people that just stop, getting ready for the day. It's not me saying that that's the reason their relationship fails. But I will say that when I look in the mirror, I want to feel confident in myself. And I feel like when you aren't confident in yourself and you kind of lose your self-esteem, it does show in your relationship. You start lashing out, you start being mean, you start thinking that your significant other is checking people out, you start thinking that they're cheating. It is a reflection of your self-esteem because, say what you want. And I'm sorry I'm going on a rant. I mean, you guys should be used to it by now. Say what you want, but I think when you stop trying in a relationship, it's when your relationship is really starting to fail. And I'm not saying that you need to do what I do. You don't need to do glam or full face makeup every single day. I'm saying that you should put effort into feeling good about yourself because it reflects in your relationship, whether you want to believe it or not. Like me, I'm one of those people where I can't start my day until I look like this. Sometimes, I'll wear a big tee and shorts around the house, and I don't want to get dressed if I'm not going anywhere, but I still want to look presentable. Like I could still go to the store in what I'm wearing. I'm not in like Cookie Monster pants, you know what I mean? Because I'm starting my day, even if I don't have anything to do, I'm not gonna be in PJs. I think structure is important in everything in life, like whether you have a job or not. I think structure is kind of what keeps your mental state at bay. It makes it good, it makes it healthy. And I think when you aren't giving yourself structure, it does reflect your relationship with yourself and with your partner, whether you want to believe it or not, because you'll start lashing out. You'll start being self-conscious, like I said. I just think when you let yourself go, when you stop trying, and people will admit to doing this, they 100% will, because I have talked to people in really long relationships and they're like, oh, I've given up a long time ago. That's fucking sad. There is nothing to be proud of with that. All I'm trying to say is when you let yourself go, when you stop waking up and getting ready, when you let yourself gain an excessive amount of weight, which this isn't me fat shaming you guys. This really isn't. If you like being overweight, do you? Boo boo. I do not give a shit. If you like that, cool. I'm just saying there is people that say, and this is coming from their mouths, I just let myself go a long time ago. I stopped wearing makeup. I started gaining weight. I don't really care about my appearance. I do think that that does affect your relationship because one, you aren't the person I married. Of course, you guys, before you jump down my throat, age, you're going to have changes. You're going to have body changes. You're going to have facial changes. You're going to evolve. But there is avoidable things. Like for me, being in a relationship means I want to be my healthiest. I want to be at my best because I want to live a long life with them. I want to feel good about myself. I want to feel healthy. I want to be able to go on walks and not get super out of breath. I want to live a long, healthy life. And, I guess for me, when somebody just sounds super miserable when they sit there and say, oh, well, he doesn't care what I look like. He's gonna love me anyways. Shouldn't you want to do that for yourself as well? Don't you want to feel good? Don't you want to wake up and not feel terrible? Because I can't imagine just not feeling good every day. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching and staying till the end. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, whatever your little heart desires. Until next time.